sorry.
Hello.
Oh, what a day.
We're sorry. It's been a busy day. And Lindsay had a sleep and then she realised that she could talk for 2 hours.
I had a sleep. I'm an old lady now. I had a sleep when I came back from very, very boiling hot trimming. I thought I was going to pass out. And had a sleep, woke up, had to do a lesson and talked for far too long. Okay, so you've been here for hours, at least some of you 40 minutes. That's outrageous. Hello, Tracy Great. It's like waiting, isn't it? It's like you're waiting for a show. Well, you are waiting for a show, I suppose. Tracy Gray was top of the show. Hello. Pia's here. Hello, Pia. Hey. Hi.
Hey. Hi. Hey. Hi.
Hello from Annie Hogan.
We can do that one.
Oh, you do that one, Vicky. Hello, everyone, and good morning from Australia. Are you still in bed? Have you got up? Have you put your slap on yet? Are you getting ready for the day? What's going on? Caroline Channa. Ooh, is that new? Is that a new name?
Are you new?
I don't know. Are you new?
Are you new to alive?
Marina Jessie. Don't know what you're saying there. Marina family. Explain yourself. Angie Medler's here. Hello, Angie. Good to see you.
Hi, Angie.
Asher tells me all's going well with the Shetland. All new stuff's happening. Following the boys around on the track. Marvelous. Doing great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Julie Bradbury's here. Hello from Two Screens. Hello, Two Screens.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Janet is here. Hello from Spain. Isn't it, Janet? Alicia's here. Alicia Howard. Hello, my lovely. How are you?
Hiya.
Good to see you. Maggie Thrussell's here. Hi, everyone, says Maggie. Jenny's here. Jenny Ackerstrom is here. Hi, all. Sandra's from Czech. She's here. Hi, everyone. Therese from Sweden.
Hi,
Hey.
Hey.
I can speak Swedish. I can say hello in Swedish. Karen's here. Hi, everyone. Cheers. I think Gary can do cheers. I'm water cheers today.
Cheers.
Becky's here. Hello, everyone. This is Becky. Marvelous. Can we just all congratulate Becky? I don't know if I've done this. Have I done this yet?
What's that?
Congratulating Becky as an admin. I don't know if I have.
No, you
Becky,
have.
Look out for her in the group. Are you Becky Callahan in the group or Becky Harding? She's added to our new admins. She's one of the new admins, and she's one of our HMB Pro second year students, and she's also an admin because she's obsessed with the group. You've got to be obsessed with the group if you want to be an admin. Alison's here. Hi, everyone, says Alison. Pia's here. Oh, of course you are, because I said that. Amazing news today for HM. Yes. This is for Jenny.
Awesome.
She's definitely... Well done, Jenny. She has become our full scholarship student. Isn't that awesome? She so deserves it. What a lady. And she's been, I'd like to say quietly working in the scenes. I don't think she's actually been doing it quietly, but I think that gradually more and more people are actually starting to listen. She's been beating that drum for long enough now. She needs recognition, and we are so proud and pleased as punch to have her. So you guys, that Alison Franks and you guys that are joining the Clydesdale group in is it less than 10 days? I think it's soon. Oh my god. You guys, you've got Jenny with you on the journey. How exciting is that? It's a week Saturday that we have our induction. Well, very exciting. You get to meet each other. Ingrid's here. Hello from Virginia, everyone. Hello. Aston's here from South Africa. Hi. How's your mare doing? Have you moved her?
I think she's moved, but let's hope she's settled in nicely.
Morna. Hello, Morna. How's it going? How's your ponies? How are they getting on with their new land? What's happening? Tell us all. Trisha Ann, hi Alison. I think we had our group call together after the 10 today. Oh, did you? Oh, it's all been happening. Very good. Leah, hi from New Zealand. Vivian's here. Hello everyone. I bet you're having dinner, Vivian. Erin Timbrook's here. Hi, all from Ohio. Pia says, what are you all doing while we wait? I'm watching Law and Order from the telly. That's why you guys can speak English so well, because you all watch English television. Vivian Patterson's here. Hi from California. Hi, Vivian. It was lovely to see you on the call with Hillary. I loved it. Annie Hogan's here watching for Your Eyes Only. Oh, bit of Bond. Or it's something else that could be. Maybe you shouldn't have told us that, Annie. I really, we don't want to know what you get up to. Denise Pearson's here. Are you new to us, Denise? Tell us. Hi, everyone. Oh, yes. Relatively new to this, Warwickshire, UK. Well, welcome. Welcome to the fold. In you come, children. Remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Lollipops, lollipops. Trisha says, inhaling popcorn, watching old Will and Grace episodes. I could just eat.
Sweet popcorn.
Yeah, sweet's mine.
Sweet popcorn.
Not salty. No, I like sweet.
I don't mind salt, but toffee is my favourite.
I don't mind salt if it's mixed in with the sweet. That's nice, but not just salty on its own. You like that? You're in the theatre going, oh God.
I might have to have some popcorn after this.
No, see what you've just done there? That's the power of advertising, right there. Pia, I'm swatting flies. I wish I was. The darn things are everywhere. I'm in bed, says Vicky.
Fly squat. Look, it's very manly.
5:30 in the morning it is now for Vicky. Dear God. Morna, I am preparing a presentation. Are you? For what, Morna? I'm intrigued. Jessie says, I'm having a cup of coffee in bed. Lovely. Must be early in the morning for you. Nicole, hi, you wonderful people. So looking forward to joining you again. You're here. Brilliant. It's good to see you. Jeanette, bonsoir from Northern France. Susan Garvin's here. I'm cooking dinner. Or cocking dinner. Whichever way you want to look at it. She's cooking and drinking wine. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Carry on cooking. I hope you're enjoying it. What are you having that you're cooking? Vanya. Hi, everybody, says Vanya from south of France. Nicole says, forgot to say watching from Peru. Oh, gosh. Yes, I forgot. In the middle of... Yes, where Paddington Bear came from.
The Amazon rainforest.
In the middle of the Amazon rainforest. It's so exciting. I love that. I love just saying that. In the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Vivianne's also cooking dinner, and she's cooking and not cooking or coking, whatever, but she's cooking. What are you all having for dinner? Jenny's here. I have just been riding for 2 hours. Oh, we're jealous. Everybody's jealous. Beautiful evening, 25 degrees Celsius, driving home now. Nice one. Pia, we have 24 degrees C, 30 in the daytime. What have we been today, Gary? Have you checked?
Yesterday was really hot. That was 37 in the shade. That was really hot at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It wasn't quite so hot today. I reckon it was about 34, something like that.
That was hard work when you were upside down trimming horses' hooves, and particularly horses who were awesome.
Your towel? You forgot your towel, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I forgot it, and I was puce. Ash and I were both. Mind you, I do have to say we did have lots of girly chats. Because you do, don't you? I think we probably gassed more than we trimmed, I'd say. You know us.
That's because I wasn't there.
Yeah. I have just come in feeling very excited that for the first time in 3 years, I have peaches growing on the tree. Hey! I like it. Becky says, wow, from Peru, from the middle of the Amazon rainforest, with their own Paddington bears. Annie Hogan, we had our summer yesterday, now almost autumn. Great not. Oh, dear. Becky says, crikey, didn't realise it was hot enough to grow peaches in France. That's fantastic. Yes. We grow all sorts of lovely fruities.
Vanya's much further south than we are. By about
another 5 hours. I put some fresh Cavallo Nero in one of those steam bag thingies, cooked it too long, and it's gone all crunchy and really delicious. What's a Cavallo Nero?
I have no idea.
Vivian, still sweating, 27 degrees. I'm still going. You haven't met it. I don't think you've even been live with these comments yet. We are in week 7,000 of summer this year so far in Virginia. We are in week 7,000 of summer this year. I don't understand. I'm being thick. I don't understand.
Is it always summer in Virginia?
Yeah. Well, it's the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia.
Is it?
The Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. That's right. Becky, it is so hot. I bet it is. I bet you're dripping. Where are you, Vivian? She's in Germany. Uta says from Germany. Hello to you. Hello, Uta. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Angie, same in Florida. Vivian says, what is Cavallo Nero? I don't know what that is either. What is it?
No.
Oh, it's Tuscan black cabbage. Oh, that sounds posh. You're in
does
Wales.
Sound very posh.
Tuscan black cabbage in Wales? What are you doing? I don't understand. It's got all crispy anyway and crunchy. Same here, Vivian. So humid and 30 degrees, but loads of rain and storms due Saturday. We've had a bunch of storms. It's been crazy, but it's calmed down this week, but I think they're coming back. I finally made it to alive again. Yes, Megan. Jeanette says, ooh, think it's starting. It is. Hooray. We're here. Hello from the hot, sunny Denmark by Meta. Hello, Meta. Good to see you.
Hi, Meta.
Monica's here.
Meta's got a new horse. Have you seen? Oh, yes. She put it up in the Phoenix group. She's got a new horse.
I thought it was guitar.
Oh, no, that was guitar.
Oh.
Guitar? Meta. Sorry, wrong person.
Guitar has got a new horse.
Yes.
What has she been doing? I'm going to have words with her. Monica's here from Czech. Hello, Monica. I'll see you on Saturday with those crazy horses, crazy ponies' feet. Shannon's here. Hello.
Hi, Shannon.
Jenny's here. Hello, Jenny Ball. Good to see you. Good to see you. Lydia's here.
Nice
Nice
there.
today.
Hold on. Jenny Ball. Jenny Ball has got a post in the Phoenix group. If we could chat about it this evening, that'd be great.
All right, we can do that. Oh, Lydia, nice today here in northeastern Ontario. What was I? Canada. That's what I was just about to say. Canada.
That's just a posh word. It's an posh English way of saying Canada.
Canada. No, it's a very tired person's way of saying Canada. Drove my Mini this morning. What, your Mini car? Or you mean your Mini? And his funky long toes didn't bother him at all.
Awesome. No tripping.
Batman's here. Hi, out poo picking. So having a listen. Batmobile lives and has been back out visiting clients. All right.
Awesome.
All right. Batmobile lives. Well done, Batman. Marianne, congratulations, Becky. Yes, that's because Becky's an admin. Marvelous. And congratulations, Jenny. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely. Ah, okay. A bit like the UK then. Roasting one day, chilly the next. Like buses, isn't it? And been lovely. No, it's not like buses at all. Been lovely today, but been at work all day. Tomorrow look good. Yeah. Do you know something? You're not going to get a lot out of me, I don't think, this evening, because I'm going to probably speak a lot of gobbledygook because I'm a bit, as they say in the UK, knackered tonight. I'm a little tired. Right. Jenny Cox from Australia. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Are you new to us? I don't know if you're new to us. Nicole says, yes. Was just going to say I make a killer caramel popcorn. We'll make some for you all one day. And we can virtually eat it. Oh, how lovely. Yum. In the middle of the Amazon forest. It's weird. Popcorn just isn't incongruous, isn't it? Dawn's here. Oh, there you are. We're here. Nicole says frog togs or lily pads are great for keeping your neck cool in hot weather and wiping sweat off. Is that so? Like real lily? Are you actually talking about real lily pads? Like get hold of a lily pad out of a pond?
Yeah, I get that. Well, what are frog togs? They must be the same thing, surely.
Good morning from New Zealand. Is it chilly 5 degrees? Good morning, Leah. It's good to see you. Are you new to us, Leah? Melling? I don't know. Aston says, yes, thank you. I moved my mail last week, Wednesday. Of course you did. I remember now. She's now living out 24/7, ad lib quality hay, Veldgrazing. I don't think you meant that. Not a track system, unfortunately. And settling in. I don't care. She's I don't care. She's actually out. Now you're out of that
She's
place.
out and she's
You're
moving
out
and
of
she's
the
got access to
hellhole.
hay. That's
Beautiful,
awesome.
beautiful views for her. No yard pressure. Oh, now that. So pleased for you.
Clackers
So
are getting some use tonight, aren't they?
So pleased for you. Connie's here. Hello. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry, we are too. Charlotte is here. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Charlotte.
Hi,
And
Charlotte.
Angie says, it's been hot for a long while. It seems like forever. It feels like the longest summer and it started officially. That's all the welcomes done. Right. That only took 15 minutes. I whizzed through that. What are we going to talk about tonight? Oh, Nicole says, Bahaha. No, the frog togs or lily pads are a blue. I literally thought you meant,
Lily pads.
walking into the Amazon River and taking out lily pads. I don't know. They're a blue sport towel designed to keep you cool and absorb sweat. I'm going sweat. I'm sweet sweat. I'm going to look it up. Frog togs. I'm not going to look it up now. Gary's going to look it up now.
I'm gonna look it up now.
Right. What do we want to talk about tonight? I want to talk about balance briefly. I'm not going to go into it in any great detail, but I just want to show you a couple of pictures that hopefully will be okay to show. I think they probably will be. Vanya, can just say Vanya. I asked Vanya. I hope we're okay to show a couple of pictures, no names, of your lovely client. Just show balance, a little bit of balance issues. Hopefully that will be okay. But in the meantime, we are going to go and have a look at Jenny Ball's post. Is that right, Gary? Jenny Ball's
Jenny
post?
Ball. It's fairly close to the top, I think.
Oh, I got itchy head. Anybody notice that we went up to 7.6 thousand today?
Oh, yes, I did.
Right, there we go. Present. Share screen. Phoenix Way. Share. Can we see this?
Yes.
Good. Look. La 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 la. 7.6 thousand.
A little green pointer. It's much smaller on StreamYard than it is on Zoom.
It's not green.
No, I meant no. I was looking at mine, and of course it's yours. Yours is.
Can
pink.
you see it's purple?
Pardon?
Can you see it's purple?
Yeah, it's purpley pink.
I was going to say you can see it. Well, I'm just impressed you can
Yeah, I
see it. I mean,
I can
oh
see
my
it.
God, I've got the wheel of death. Did you see that then? All right, so Jenny. Oh, I don't get into that right now. Right, well, Jenny Ball. It was Jenny with one eye, wasn't it? One N, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Boom. Let's have a look, Jenny. Is this the one?
Yes, I think so.
Haven't we talked about this before, or am I just dreaming?
No, I think she's put. You asked for pictures, and there you got pictures. I think.
Oh, are they in the post?
I think so.
Or somebody tell me, Charlotte, admins. You've got three of them on the Vanya and Becky and Charlotte are all watching tonight. Where is it? Can you find me the link? Because I don't know what I'm looking for.
I'm going to look for it now.
We need to do some videos, Gary. We have not done one for ages. Dun, dun, dun.
I did a private one today.
Did you?
Yes.
Not for the group.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Do you want me to share my screen?
No, just give me the link because you can, but then I'll have to. We'll be like.
Okay, now I've got to find out where the.
You might be my live ventriloquist dummy because you're gonna have to guess where I'm gonna point to. No, they're on another post. Right. Okay. Oh, by the way, she said they're called chili pads, not lily pads. It was the lily pad and the frog bit that did your head in then, wasn't it? That's where
it was. It was. How do I find the link? Admins, how do I find the link?
God, it's hopeless, isn't it? There are some with X-rays. Jenny says there are some with X-rays on another post. Right, let's just go back. Let's see if we can whiz through. Oh, it's going to make me feel...
It was 8 hours ago.
Oh,
I'll come back to you because then I'll be able to pick it. Keep going.
Geeta! Get him off. Not obviously not. That sounded wrong.
Behave.
That sounded
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh my God, how many posts have there been today? I've not been in. I've been out trimming.
There we go.
Okay. Splendido. All right, now then. Let's just have a quick ready. Can you see this, everyone? Can everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, guys. Not sure if this is the right place. Here are my photos and x-rays and vid of her walking this morning. Vet said no turnout. Let's see then, shall we? Shavings or sand bed? Why? Trim the toe to get rid of some of the gas pockets. That'll work. Says the vet, who almost definitely doesn't know how to trim and heal. But leave the sole. Oh, so he does say he says trim the toe, trim the heels, leave the sole. If you're trimming the toe, do you think you're doing to the sole? Let the farrier put squishy pads on, shoes on. Use iodine and sugar paste as a poultice on the gas pockets and the small hole in the front of her foot. He said the rotation will never improve. Keep on Butte, 2 a day presently. She's currently turned out daily on grass. You've got no alternative. Right, well, we'll talk about that. In at night on straw with soaked hay. Do you soak your grass? That's my first question on that. Thunderbrook's chaff, or chaff, because I come from the north. And a small handful of their organic nuts with her Butte. At present, EMS medication, marigolds and cleavers. She wears boots and pads when turned out. Thank you all so much. Are you ready for this, Jenny? Do you have some tissues? It's probably the first thing that we should say. Probably going to be a good idea. Not because it's going to be disastrous, but because she is beautiful. She's a beauty. And she deserves better, doesn't she? Hey, when it comes to her feeties. Actually, in all honesty, she doesn't look too weighty at all, does she, Gary? She actually looks quite nice.
She does look quite nice.
Although she does look like she's possibly putting out musculature where she shouldn't be doing because she's probably in a lot of pain. Right. But what she doesn't look like is a skinny horse that needs feeding. She just looks like she's fine. She's fine. Obviously, we're not going to starve her. Right, let's see what we see. Sorry, I'm blowing it up for you guys, and then it goes all over the place. Right. Now, I have a pointer. You can see. So we've had a big event happen here. Jenny, what happened just around 2 months ago? I can't remember the other post, so you're just going to have to remind me. What happened about 2 months ago? Has she always been barefoot? Something rather spectacular happened. We didn't really have an angle change, but something spectacular happened. And I'd love to know what that was. And your farrier is rasping here at the toe, at the bottom of the toe, and bringing that toe back. Not horrendous, I have to say, but enough. Now, this has been taken from this angle, not really from that angle. So it's not easy to see the heels in this, but you can see how by taking the photograph at slightly different angles, you can give the heel the impression of being higher or more underrun or whatever. So just from looking at this picture, and I tell you this all the time, you can't judge a foot from the top. What can we see? There was a big event. We've got rippling event lines going on constantly, which means that we have some form of distress in this foot. Is it all being caused by diet? Well, we're going to go in and have a look in a minute, aren't we? Do we know how high the heels are? We don't necessarily, but we do know the technique of the trimming, which means that it's not trimming to the horse's natural parameters, which means that we are likely to see heel when we go underneath. So let's go have a look. Aha, what do we see? Elaine's getting in there. She says, very uneven, far too much heel, wall nearly all the way around other than the toe. Lindsay and Gary will be able to help you. Indeed, we will. Right, what do we see here? What's this, guys? Now that we know how to read feet, what are we looking at? So I'm going to wait. There's farrier visit. I'm sure it crippled her. Vet came. EMS medication started. While I'm waiting for what you all think that is, can I just go back to this picture? Does this look like a horse that should have EMS? So you've done blood tests. I'm assuming you've done blood tests. You've found high levels of glucose or insulin. What did you do? What kind of blood test did you do? And wrong one. And you've gone, it's got to be laminitis. We've got to keep her in, got rotation, the whole 9 yards. Without anybody going that stress in the horse's feet, is that going to have a knock-on effect to the body? You're damn right it's going to. You're absolutely damn right it's going to. All right, let's go back to this picture. What's everybody saying, Gary? Abscess, says Alison Franks.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, daily. Hi, Emma. Hello again, darling.
Yeah, we just saw you, didn't we? Emma says an old abscess. Brilliant. 174 on blood test, now down to 25 with the medication. Just down to 25 because you changed stuff. What happened? Tell me what happened with the medication. So this here was an abscess that blew out back here and has basically grown itself down. So it's an old exit hole that you're now seeing in the horn, and almost definitely came from overgrown bars. Because what we have here is a foot that is Emma. I tell you what, if Emma could just be on this now, she'd be like, I know now. I know what's going on. I know we've not got the balance right, Lindsay. There's problems. So what, if I asked Emma, is this farrier doing when he is trimming this horse's foot? And I also want to know, Jenny, how long ago this trim was. Can you see this hole here where it's blowing up the frog? That's also part of the abscess. You see this horrible little crack down here? That's because we've got another infection under this bar here that's not blown just yet. What is this farrier doing or not doing? Remember when I've told you over and over and over and over again that balance is the biggest problem that we have, and balance that people aren't balancing. She had an abscess on that foot, still on medication. Okay, 7 weeks. 7 weeks what? Since her trim?
7 weeks since her trim.
Why have we gone 7 weeks since the trim? Tell us that. Okay, so in this trim, if we were to do this, what would we do? We clear all of this. We've got lumpy sole. We come down to the hard sole plane. This would be weird because when we rasp it, it'd make this sort of sound. But we just still balance.
Hollow, wouldn't it? It would be
still
quite
hollow. Still balance.
Yeah.
But what this mare is trying to do, so this wall is growing up, right? Because it's what happens when horses don't get enough natural movement, then the hoof wall the hoof wall just keeps growing, right? Because this was passive, or should have been, probably has never been, because she's never been trimmed to her parameters. And so consequently what we've got this animal the quarters growing up and touching the ground, and then what happens is we go chippity and chips start happening. They start cracking off. Hasn't done that on this side yet. So let's move on. This is what we see.
So she's normally done on a 6-week schedule, but she wouldn't let them touch him anymore.
Jenny wouldn't, or the horse wouldn't.
No, Jenny wouldn't.
No, quite
Well,
right.
that's the way I've interpreted it anyway.
And I can tell you, Jenny, that all this didn't just all happen in 7 weeks, that she's just not being trimmed right anyway. So
Yeah.
what have we got here? We got quarters in play. Horse doesn't want quarters in play. Horse doesn't want the quarters in play. So what happens? We chip. All right, the chip's chipping off. Do you see that? Big bars. No abscess blowing out on this one yet. Frog's not looking too bad, I have to say. It could be a saving grace for us. There she is. Hello, darling. Right. We've got the on the other foot, we're seeing the same incident. What was that incident? Look at this. It really broke out too, didn't it? It was such a powerful event that happened there. You're seeing. What was it? Can you tell us? Connie says farrier is not trimming to the HSP and doesn't balance the heels and therefore can't balance the heel to toe either. Beautiful. She's done on a 6, but yeah. Tell us, Jenny, did you answer my question when I asked you?
Yes, it was
Ah,
and medication.
was a big event. Okay, let's keep going. Horse's feet don't lie. All right, so
Well, apparently 3 abscesses came out of that front right.
okay. Okay, so what are we seeing here? Let's blow it up. You see this? Well, like, I'm not laughing, Jenny. I am laughing, but I'm not laughing at your mare. I'm just like, bars, right, are all overgrown. And I can guarantee to you that I trim horses my maintenance trims are every 6 weeks. Gary's the same, right, Gary?
Yep.
I went to, so this is only 1 week later than that. That's not going to make all the difference. Make a tiny bit of difference, not all the difference. So all the maintenance trims I went to do today, there was barely anything to do. I barely had any work to do on all of them. Honestly, it was a little bit of just bringing them down. That's but teeny bit. A teeny bit, a little bit of the heel, a little bit of the toe, tiny bit. And that was 6 full weeks since I'd put my tools to the bottom of those horses' feet. And that is consistent with all our horses, right? That are on maintenance trims. So your mare, effectively, she's a mare, isn't she? Should be on maintenance trims. So what in anyone's world is going on here? If this was trimmed 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, why on earth have we got such very, very long underrun heels? Why have we got such folded over bars? And Jenny, you can't answer this, my darling, because you're not the trimmer, but you're going to learn. Not necessarily trim, you might, but you're going to learn what a foot should look like. The guys that have all been watching this, they know, the ones that are regular watchers of this show. So it's all folded over. This crack you see right here, that's because back here is the true end of the true bar, right back here. And it's cracked because this now is just accreted bar material, but this is all being folded over because as this was growing up, it hit the same level as the wall because it's wall, and it just went because it's weak. It's above the hard sole plane. It shouldn't be long. It's folded over. Then what's happened? Party time. Pathogen party time. Got a bit of fungally going on in here, and underneath this great big hard piece of horn that's bar wall, we're having a party. The pathogens are nibbling away at your horse's foot in there, having good old chomp. Yummy. I like a little bit of sole and I like a little bit of bar, and I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to cause little nasty sores underneath there, and nasty little breakaway the sole's going to break away and they're going to expose little bits of dermis underneath there. Going to eat it and make it all fall to pieces, and then we're going to blow out an abscess because the body's going to go, what's going on? And we get an infection, pus, pain, more pus. So all I can say is, if this was one of my students and they said, I trimmed this 6 weeks ago, like if Louise is still watching and Louise turned up at her client and she trimmed this horse 6 weeks ago and his foot looked like that, she'd be like, I didn't do that very well. She wouldn't even be doing that. It's crazy. This is far too much foot. So as a consequence, this foot is being trimmed. When it's trimmed, they're trimming it flat, so they're leaving too much wall. So gradually, as your horse has gone over, this just cracked off the quarters because it's not meant to be walking on the quarters, and they're taking too much toe. Let's move on. So we see the problem. It's a trimming issue that we have here. Very much so. Have we got a diet issue? Yeah. But we've got more of a trimming issue going on. But I tell you what, and I'll bet the vet and the farrier blamed it all on you and the diet. Vet looked at that foot. Did he understand? So let me go back to what you said. Take the toe away. Right.
There's no toe to remove.
No, because you'll find out in a minute that's down to the hard sole plane and up a bit. Take the toe away. Remove a little bit of the heels.
There's a lot of heel.
A little bit of the heel. So
no, there's a lot of heel.
He definitely said a little bit of heel. Did he say a little bit of heel? I'm going to go back and read that now. Vet said, showing sound, trim to get rid of some of the gas pockets and heel, but leave the sole. Right. And let the farrier put, that was it, was it? That was it. That was the information given to you on the trim. Trim the toe. No, because there's not enough toe. Get rid of some of the gas pockets and heel. What the hell? Is that off his x-ray? Why didn't he just pick the foot up and tell you what needed to be trimmed underneath the foot? Oh, sorry, he can't, can he? Heel, but leave the sole. Right. Let the farrier put squish pad shoes on. Use iodine and sugar paste as a poultice on the gas pockets and small hole in her foot. And the rotation will never improve. Male or female vet? Don't really matter, I suppose. Doesn't know what they're talking about. Should Lindsay be saying that out loud? Yeah, because this mare is potentially heading towards utter disaster because her professional team do not know what they're looking at. And we don't want another animal to lose their life, do we? Guys, right. I'm tired. I've been trimming. I'm a tired person today. I might be a bit teasy. Sorry. So it needs a bloody good trim. Now, Jenny, when these heels are trimmed, guess where they're going to end up? Right back here. This poor horse has got this heel so underrun. And you know something, when they go, if I was to post this up on Facebook and I say it's 7 weeks trim, they go, well, it just needs a good trim. Shouldn't look like that in 7 weeks. So the person trimming it is not trimming it correctly. I'd die if my horse's feet looked like that in 7 weeks. Right, so she's walking on this part of her heels, okay, poor thing. And she's got nothing really going on at the toe. So she's all at the wrong angles. And she's got this teeny surface area to walk on when her heels should be back here because these are now terribly underrun. And then she'd have a big surface area to walk on. But the vet says, take a toe. And then we're walking on the sole, and then we're shortening the surface area. What is going on? Stop the nonsense. Stop the silly nonsense. Underrun heels. What's going on down there? We can't really see an awful lot here, But what we can see is that there's been big distress in the foot. We've got a little bit of a... What's blown out there? What's going on down there? Right. Okay. Now, can we see something here? We can see that we're having a bit of a change in growth rates as well. This is looking... You can see this is tighter here, and it's looking wider down here. That's because we're removing toe, leaving heel. Right. So that's the right foot. That was the left foot. Same time, Jenny? These pictures are taken? Yeah. Wow. Right. See how underrun these heels are? Dun, 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 dun. Do we notice some disparity between the two here? Not left them quite as long. Although, granted, we are looking at it as a flat picture like that. So, but look at the bar difference. No, that's because we blew a bar off, didn't we? Because all of this is blown off. This whole area, because it's been leaving these very long overgrown bars, got infections. Remember those pathogens having a little party in there, going nibble, 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 let's make an infection. All of that is blown off. My daughter's ringing me.
All of those photos were taken this morning.
Let me just tell my daughter that I'm on a call. Hold on a minute. Where are you, Georgia? Georgia. Hold on just 1 second. I am on the live. Love you. Kiss, kiss. Right. Did that go? Yes. These photos when?
Today.
All right. So you see this pocket here is infection in here. And she's got a big wedge. So part of her true sole. All this you see here is not part of her true sole. This is all. That's why this is breaking out, because a true sole is under here. That's why you've got all this breakout. All of this here is infection, where it's blown off the sole. That's why you can just see some laminitis. Probably the best of bars I've ever been, frankly. This is new sole underneath here. Looks black and nasty because she had a nasty infection. You can see this is breaking out. Do you remember I said in that other picture, this is all breaking out underneath this here? She's sore, Jenny. She's sore because he's been leaving bars, letting her get infected, and just shocking trimming. Okay, let's move on. See this breakout? Let's go back. This is all part of what's going out on here. So she is infected inside her foot. Lots of little infections in there. Cracking off quarters. Mediolateral balance looks interesting, which of course it will be because we're not balancing to the horse's natural parameters. Oh, let me jump. Oh, poor girl. See how her back's tilting like this? Do you see that? Do you see her lower on this side than she is that side? See how she's walking? Oh. 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 All right, let's do that. All right, baby. I see you. We see you. Silly humans. Not you. Look at her face. She's doing her best for you. Very close couple from behind, but that's okay. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, beautiful girl. Very, very long underrun heels, shortened surface area. That's all we can see from that. I'm not weeping. Don't everybody freak out. I'm not weeping. I'm not doing a Friday. I'm not doing a day 64. Was it day 64?
It was day 64. It's
I'm not
going to be
doing
known as the day 64.
I'm not doing a day 64, but look what it says.
It would
Jenny.
never, the rotation will never improve. Well, if you took those heels down, oh my goodness, the rotation would improve because you're actually taking the back of the foot back down, which will put the pedal bone into a much better position.
Come on, let's just show Jenny what everybody knows. Let's move on from that because that is so loud, crazy. Okay, what's everybody saying here? La 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 la. She doesn't look like EMS candidate. No, she doesn't. An old abscess. She had 4 abscesses in that foot. Poor girl. Needs to trim heels and bars. Indeed, not going to HSP. Says Morna. Absolutely. She's done on 6. Yeah. But I wouldn't let him do it. Farrier not trimming toes. Eek. Whoops. Slept in. Says Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Are you here? Trisha, I'm watching this happen to a horse at my barn. Vet is useless. And I hate, and I know it's grim, isn't it? Hearing that, but it's. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's not their fault. And we had this conversation with Emma on the call earlier. This isn't actually their fault. It's the fault of the education because they're not taught. But it becomes their fault when they don't learn. Emma's learning. It becomes their fault when they don't learn this stuff and they carry on doing the old stuff. Don't. If you don't know, don't bluff it. Don't bluff. Horse is also being kept isolated and is always breathing heavy. Owner stuck her in the old school way. Stuck in her old school. She wasn't interested in watching the laminitis Weber with her at last. And I'm watching her do it all over again with this horse. It breaks my heart. You know why? Cognitive dissonance. They don't want to find out that they might be doing it wrong. Looking at the X-ray, top of the hoof capsule angle equals a P3 angle. As someone kindly shared on here, be the change or we remain the problem. That was me. I put that. I put that. Oh, I put that in a little thing. I said, if you can't be part of the change, you're part of the problem. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. Let's look at these X-rays. Now, fairly clean up here because truly her problem isn't herself, although things are going to start happening up here. Things are potentially going to start happening with these ligaments that are attaching into P1 if we're not careful, right? She's moved a little bit. Now, the extensor process, in actual fact, can change between different horses can have slightly different shapes. There's a little bit of an edge there, but the extensor tendon actually attaches here and goes on up. And the shoulder of the coronary groove, you can see, is here, down here. Well, it should be just here. It's just basically across from there. And you can't see it because we've got a bit of a mess going on in there. But I hope your vet looked at that and went, crikey, you got a balance problem. That foot is broken back. Meaning P3 is not in the correct position, right? The Palmer angle, in fact, which he kindly didn't put anything on of the angle here, is because if I could cover this up for you, they're literally obsessed with what's going on in the front there. So just ignore that for a minute. Let's look at the position of P3. So she's got underrun heels and terribly unbalanced, which has put her into a broken back position. In other words, P3 is not an extensor process. It's not rotated around the distal interphalangeal joint. No. It's actually gone up, and it shouldn't be like that. Any more of that by letting those heels underrun anymore, and you're going to end up with a negative Palmer angle, right? Because those heels are just going to end up being in the wrong position. So she's got a broken back. It's just all balance that we have an issue here. All balance. It's always balance. Let's go So palmar angle for her would naturally be a little bit, probably not far off that, I'd have to say. But because we've got bunch of balance issues with the heels being in the wrong place, heels would come back, leave the toe alone. She'd actually settle herself down quite nicely, and P3 would be in a better position. So let's go look at the front. What's going on? Oh, we've got stretch. See this here? This gas pocket here where she's getting infection. You see this here where she's getting infection? All because P3 is in the wrong position. She's also got, we know, when she's been tested, her levels were high. So she's getting a bit of a reaction to her diet as well. But P3's heading into dire straits with this foot. Absolute dire straits. All of this stretch is a combination of her diet and the fact that this keeps being changed. This palmar angle. So he's just obsessed over this. They've just obsessed over it. And he said, take more toe off. So let's just pretend we take the toe off, because this is what a little bit of heel, but he never. How long ago were these X-rays taken to the photograph? So he's saying he's looking at it, going a little bit of heel, or take some heel, without looking at the actual foot. Right. And this is the right one. This is the one that blew the nasty abscess around the side, wasn't it? This is the one, I think. This is the one that blew the abscess. So he's saying, take this off, because what they're thinking is that this is causing this tearing. It isn't. It's all this is causing this, and diet in her instant, in her situation as well. But all the infection, everything that's going on in there, is being caused by bad trimming, incorrect trimming, and this being pulled apart here. Your horse can absolutely recover from this. Like, totally. Right now, she's got the tip of her P3 present and correct. It's not in a particularly rotated position. It's not in the right position, but it's not horrific. She's not walking on the tip of P3 like we see so many horses doing. What is going on with the advice that's being given out there? This is totally recoverable, like 100% recoverable. But you have to take your part too in doing the diet side of it. We'll talk about that in a minute. HPA is trying to be kept. We've got more here than we have here. She needs a tighter hoof wall. She will grow in a tighter hoof wall when the diet and the trim is improved. This is just all a mess, because it's not just her. She didn't just get it because she got it because the management and the diet aren't right, and because the trimming's been rubbish. So the vet says take more toe off. And what's that going to do here? That's going to put this poor horsey, who's already got infection in her foot, onto her sole, which is not going to do her any good at all, because all the pressure is going to come straight up to the tip of P3. And then we've really got more problems. So let's go look at the left fore. Oh, yeah, look at this. Who knew? Who knew? Look at that. Who knew that this horse is walking around with two completely different looking feet? Look at that. Look. Ah, it's just her, you know. Is it? Or is this a bit of personal preference trimming gone wrong? What do you reckon? What do you think? Look at this distance here. Let's look at that. Oh, it's thicker on that foot. Let's look at the extensor process, shall we? Oh, it's not in that same position. Oh dear, it's a bit different. Let's go look at the palmar processes, shall we? Oh, right. This is a trimming problem. Do you see it? This one, look at the extensor process. See how it's broken back with a palmar angle that is nowhere near like this one. This one's probably more like a palmar angle, like we said, but because we're cocking up the balance, she's broken back. Look at this here with the heels. This is where her heel is, incidentally, down here. All right, check that out. Look at the difference. So all this is epidermal laminae that you see, and dermal laminae just going to hell in a handbasket, being stretched. She's trying to repair up here. Look, all the time horses are trying to repair. We haven't lost the tip of P3, but by God, you are getting close. Look what's going on up here. What's this? What's going up and on up here? Can you tell us if she's had any injuries? What's going on up there? Because that doesn't look like your standard enthesophyte, does it? Has everybody gone to sleep, or am I just talking to myself? Gary, are you just studying this? Oh, no, you're muted. That's why.
Yeah, everybody's still here. The x-rays were taken yesterday. The pictures were taken today.
Bloody hell. This was my horse, looked just like this, but followed the professional's advice and lost her. Not us, by the way, incidentally. She doesn't mean our advice. And it's not funny. I know it's awful, but she doesn't mean our advice. Found you too late, sadly, but now I know I've learned so much. Thank you, guys. You're very welcome. X-rays yesterday. When my vet looked at Huey's x-ray, she said his P3 was fine, but he had so much toe in front of it, I needed to take it back, and that would make him more comfortable. I should explain that was for his navicular. So depressingly familiar. Poor horse, poor Jenny. Absolutely. It's like you're saying, Lindsay, the vets are faking their way through it, and the ones who are able to admit they don't know, the Hoof just tell you to listen to your farrier, who is not trimming to the horse's natural constants. So, Jenny, what do we do? Where are you? Can you tell us where you're located, Jenny?
I just looked on her profile. I think she's in somewhere in the US, I believe, but I think she has spent some time in the UK on a 5-minute look. So tell us, Jenny, whereabouts?
Thunderbrooks aren't in the US, are they?
No, that's true. So it must be in the UK. Tell us where you are, Jenny. We'll see if we've got a HMB Pro nearby.
Trimming problems. Now, actually, so you say she's currently turned out on daily grass and at night on straw with soaked hay, Thunderbrooks chaff, and a small handful of organic notes for their view. You see, so if we trimmed correctly, if we stopped all the infection in her foot, we got P3 in the right position, all that crap grew out of the front of her foot, which is, what are you doing?
I've been stood up for 3.5 hours. I'm now sitting down.
He's got one of those fangly, faddy.
I've got a sit down, stand up desk.
It's not faddy. They're quite good, but yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Now you can sit down. Are you on your ball? I'm
not
being rude. I'm not being rude. Hands up, honestly. Right. Trim needs to be better. And you're quite right. Do not let that person back to that horse's foot again. It's all wrong. 2, she needs a better diet and management. I know you say there's no alternative but to put her out on grass. I'm guessing the reason you're here, the reason you paid good money to have those x-rays done, the reason that you're doing all of this is because you want to save her, right? She needs to be moving 24/7, not stuck in a stable, and she also needs to have hay 24/7, but the right hay. And you need to start getting her off extra feeds that she doesn't need, because you're just doing what you think is right, and you're not doing what is right for her and her gut. Okay. Now, you said that it's difficult or you can't do it. There's no alternative. The alternative has to be that you have to look for an alternative, because the trim can improve. That'll improve it a lot, right? That'll improve things quite a bit, and P3 will get in the right position. Is she out of the woods with the infection? No. She will be out the back of the foot, mostly, because the bars will be kept under control. But the front of the foot, she's got distortion. She's got separation. The gas pockets will just grow out when she's got a better trim. That will help. But the diet side of it, she's also got dietary issues, and that needs to be sorted out too. And that's your job. And yeah, it's tricky, but you want to save her, right? You're spending good money to find out what the problem is, and we're telling you what the problem is. And if you get those feet right, you're getting there, and she will improve, but you'll not completely improve her totally. You're in Lancashire. We have people in Lancashire.
We do.
We have quite a few people up in that area now. Nearest town or city. Okay. I hope that helped. Jenny, I hope that helped. I hope everybody else got something out of that. Can you see them being negative broken back from looking at the top of the hoof without x-rays, and how? It's not good from a 2D image. If Gary and I were stood there eyeballing it and walking around the horse and seeing the foot, we've got a pretty good idea if things are going towards broken back and negative palmar angle. But we can tell you 100% by just picking up the foot without an x-ray that we've got issues, right? So yeah, sometimes they scream out at you, particularly with hind feet. She had navicular, but nothing in her front legs. It's interesting. No. Jenny, I can get you to the Galsworthy workshop. Can you get to the Galsworthy workshop in July? If you could, you'd get so much out of that. You really, really would. Galsworth, not Galsworth. It's Galsworth. David, I can't understand how any trimmer can believe they can trim all feet to the same height at the heels if they are not trimming to the HSP. It's almost impossible. You can't lift 2 feet at the same time, so don't care how good an eye you've got. You can't get them same. Boom! Drop the mic. Precisely. I am fairly experienced. I've been doing this for a long, long time, and I wouldn't even dare to go, what I've just done on that foot there, I can replicate over here on this foot. I don't care how amazing you are, superhuman eyes, you can't do that. And that's why those 2 feet are like, shouldn't be like that. Horses just don't walk around with 2 completely different positions of their P3. That's a trimming error. That is a trimming error. The separation at the front is both trimming error and diet in this instance. But all that, mental. Can I do it until I find a farrier? You can change the diet and the management. Immediately, you can give her more hay. You can take her off her extra feeds. Because the drugs, the EMS drugs, what have you got? Urticaflozin? What have they given you? That's the latest flavor of the month, of the year. What those drugs are going to do is reduce the symptoms. They're not going to take the problem away. They're reducing the symptoms so that you can carry on doing the things that you've done, but it isn't going to fix it. I think people need to be very aware that these drugs are not fixing the problem. They're reducing the symptoms. You take the drugs away and you carry on doing what you're doing, it comes back. So you're still stressing the body, but now you're relying on a drug to try and do what the body is quite capable of doing itself. But it gets overloaded because it's guts all over the place. The guts all. When I'm having sugar here, grass, lovely. I've got sugar breaking down bacteria, and over here I'm having some fiber, but maybe not enough fiber. I don't know. The right fiber, I don't know. These fiber breaking down bacteria, are they getting the right fiber? Who knows? Is she when she's is she on that nibbly tiny short grass? How much hay is she getting? Is the acid being allowed to build up? Because it's not going to stop. It's just going to continue going into her gut, giving her problems and pain in her gut. She's not getting enough hay. She doesn't get hay in the day. I don't know. Maybe she does, which would be great. If she doesn't, she needs to 24/7, 365 sop up that acid. That acid that's floating around in there then has to go into the small intestine. And the small intestine's job, part of the small intestine's job, is to neutralize that. Right? It can't. If there's too much acid in there, what's that going to do to the small intestine? Not only is it going to bugger up the lining of the small intestine and cause problems and cause potentially more ulcers, what you're also doing is affecting the way that the chemicals work, the enzymes work. They need it to be in a very optimum state in there so they can work properly and break down the stuff that's coming in. Oops, can't. So then what happens is every single part of her digestive tract is having a problem. It's about making the whole thing healthy again. It won't be healthy at the back end where the poo comes out. It won't be healthy in the large intestine. It won't be healthy in the cecum because the bacteria are all over the place. And yet we give them Thunderbrooks, we give them bits and pieces, and nothing against any product there. But the problem is that we're trying to sort it out once you shut the stable door when the horse is bolted. The whole digestive tract is in disarray. All of it needs to calm down. We need to give it hay, sop up the acid, get it through, let the small intestine do its job. Let the few enzymes that it has compared to us, they don't have enough. Let them do their job. Let the fiber get into the hind gut. Let the bacteria grow and flourish. Stop them eating the poor horse from its inside out because those bacteria haven't got the food that they need. So fiber breaking down bacteria want to break down fiber, and there's no fiber coming in. They're like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I gotta eat something. I don't know what it's going to be. I know. I'll eat you, carbohydrate wall. You've got something in there that I quite like. You've been made up of various things and that cells. I like your cell line. I'm going to eat you is what I'm going to do. And that causes problems to the gut as well. Holy hell. There's a war going on down there and nobody knows. Settle it down. Settle the war. Become a peacemaker. Sort your mare's gut out. So that's what you need to do, Jenny. Yeah. Ad-lib hay overnight. Grass isn't very short. Doesn't short's not good. Grass just generally isn't good. And I mean, is she on long grass, like seed level hay, living hay, or is she on grass that looks green? Tell us, because that's not got any fiber in it, right? And so her digestive tract is suffering. She can't wait to get in on that hay. I bet she just can't damn well wait to get in on the hay because she feels it. She feels those problems. So what hay are you feeding? Do you know what's in your hay, Jenny? You need to know whether you've got rye in there. They're probably, if you're in the UK, unlikely to have alfalfa. What mix have you got in there? Some Timothy, Yorkshire fog, orchard grass? if we've got too much rye, we haven't got a very good species diversity, because it's an indicator species for lack of diversity. Do you know more about your hays? These are the things you can do. Get yourself on the 15 and 10-day challenge. Do that. Learn. Focus your efforts into saving your horse, because I can tell you this, you 100% can. Like, you can. You can turn around all that stuff that your vet nonsense was saying with all the rotation. There was only one foot that was really rotated there. The other one was broken back, but he was looking at the separation and just going, I'm gonna call that rotation anyway. But no. So learn. If you learn, you get this education in. Watch the laminitis free webinar. Watch as many YouTube videos as you can. It's not rocket science. Get yourself on the 15 and 10-day challenge. If you do that, you can even come to Goresworth free. It's not free because you still have to pay 30 quid for the legs, but you can come along and learn how to trim too. Wow. All that stuff your farrier doesn't know, you're going to learn it, and you're going to turn it round and save your horse. Become a real hoof hero and Phoenix warrior. That's what you can do. My previous farrier, which put my girl in trouble, did such a bad job at 2 different feet. She ended up with different height of the knees. It's just unbelievable. Then tried to tell me it's a genetic issue. Lord above. Good grief, Aston. It couldn't possibly be their fault, could it? No. No, the equine world's so bloody amazing. Nobody ever gets it wrong. Except us, apparently. Apparently, Hoofing Marvellous are the people that get it all wrong and everybody gets it all right. Funny that, isn't it? When we're the ones out there getting them better without the aid of all the stuff that you use. It's not metformin. It's probably erticofloxacin, I should think. It'll be Pergolide or whatever is the new name now. Pergolide is for PPID. And it's Prasend. Shouldn't be percolized. There you go. Percolated was making me think of percolated. Ankle height. What do you mean?
Grass.
Not much fiber in that, is it?
No fiber in that.
It's not good. Not good for her. Ask her, I believe it. So scary how uninformed they are. You lot aren't though. Yeah, it's just Pergolide. Erticofloxacin, Stiglato. Yeah, that's what it'll be. I have no idea. I just know a friend's horse is on it, and she has him. Good God! Oh, somebody let me know. I'm not sure of all the grasses, but it has a small percentage of rye. If it's got any rye in it, my lovely,
that's not going to help.
It's not gonna help. Get rid, and that means go search. And Shannon will tell you she's on here. It's a nightmare. Shannon, incidentally, is on here. This lady who thought it might be Pergolide. This lady, she is on here. Where are we? I've lost you. Where are you? She's in Lancashire area. We've got a few people in the Lancashire area. I know it feels like you're being bombarded, but it does get easier and everyone here is to help. I know. Poor Morna. I think Morna wept at our first workshop. Didn't you, darling? But look where you are now. We got your back, Jenny. We so have. I know that I've been a bit like boom, 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 boom. But we don't have an awful lot of time. And we just got to tell you quickly how it is. But there's so much you can do. You can save your horse. That's what I'm telling you. You are literally the only person that can do that. We can help you. You can do it. You can find the right barefoot professional. Yes. You can find the right diet and management. Yes. 1 year down the line, you're like, wow, what a difference. But you don't act now. You're going to find you are just on the cusp of utter disaster. Her internal terrain is all over the place. Her feet are all over the place. She doesn't look happy, does she? She's sore. She's walking incorrectly. She's very close to being buggered, and you're going to stop it because you can. Will we get a confirmation info email about the workshops?
Yes. I've actually just got it all prepared. I am just waiting for the people that are returning to all have paid for their legs, and then the email is due to go out in the next day or two.
Best investment and gift to ourselves and horses is doing the 15 and 10-day challenge. Thank you. You can do it, Jenny. You have time to do the challenge and come to Galsworth. Yes, yes, yes. Any HMB pros in Sweden, Stockholm? Yes. Sweden. Still see us? Or did we just disappear somewhere then? Did we disappear somewhere then?
Well, I thought we put paused. I wondered whether it was my internet or yours.
Just hold on there. Let me tell you my Malin, I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I'm tired. Malin. And she is in Sweden. And she's in ED. Is that right? Do you know where that is, Jenny? But she can't go out and trim yet because she's just about to start her journey. Lovely, lovely, lovely lady, Malin. Yes, I did. You did. Sorry, Lindsay, but you know I was fighting against a tide at my yard that I have now left. Yes, you have. You're so great. Sorry to change subjects. Will we get emails, etc., for the course starting one? Yes, that's all happening. Yep, don't worry about that. You can do it, Jenny. Jenny, thank you, everyone. You're very welcome. You can do it, Jenny. Great. Thanks, Gary. Is Sweden Jennifer? No, she's
No, she's
down
in France.
Yeah, she's down on she's the other side of France. Right, my lovelies. I hope you enjoyed that. Well, enjoyed, kind of. I don't know whether that be the right word to use, really. We're all behind you, Jenny. All of us are behind you, and we are telling you now that you can make these changes. So come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know that you want to find hope, really, that you can rely on what you've been told, but I hope we've just shown you
you can't.
You can't. So you can do it. I'll leave it up to you to decide what you want to do, but you can do it. Thanks for a great evening. You're very welcome. I didn't even get to look at the balance. We'll do that another time. So no live tomorrow because we've got more calls, etc. tomorrow, haven't we, Gary? So that's why we can't do a live tomorrow. Next one will be Monday. Let me just check to make sure.
It won't be Monday. It'll be Tuesday.
It'll be Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday and probably not Wednesday. Next week it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week the lives. Sorry guys, but we've got lessons coming out of our ears. Live lessons. All right. Love you all. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Bye-bye, Jenny. You know what to do. Take care now. Everybody support Jenny. Bye-bye. Bye.
Take care.